Hey guys, welcome to another edition of There Goes the No Hitter World Series Edition. Fortunately, we have going to have the Houston Astros versus the Atlanta Braves. I don't know where to start. I guess we can start with how the ALCS ended, which was Houston beating the Boston Red Sox. Now, the Red Sox made it a battle. However, they lost. In 1 second, let me pull up how it happened with the Red Sox as I have to go. So, the Red Sox, boom, out of the gate. And they lose 5-4. The Astros win 5-4 with dominant with dominant pitching. The Red Sox had 3 runs in the third, and you were up 3-1 in the first game. And then out of nowhere, Correa, Altuve, Bregman, and next thing you know, it's the Astros 5, the Red Sox 3. Red Sox got one in the ninth to make it 5-4, but however they turn around and they lose game 1. You could say maybe a little rusty on both teams. You know, the White Sox, a little bit of here and there. Boston, they were playing a lot of games. But they came back strong in game 2, winning 9-5 with Nathan Eovaldi pitching a heck of a game, and home runs by Martinez, Devers, and Kike Hernandez for the Red Sox helped them win a 9-5. The Astros try to make it a game, scoring two runs in the bottom of the ninth, but we're shortened out. The next game, hey, this is what happens. This is where I think everything went wrong. The Astros, or should I say everything was going right, because the Astros had their pitcher and Boston just came away and hit grand slams after grand slams, and were Scherber and Arroyo and Martinez and Devers were hitting home runs. They smashed. I was like, heck yeah, Boston smashed. And I said smashed the Astros 12-3. Fortunately, though, that would be the last win that the Red Sox would gain, as the Astros win it was a close game. It was 2-2 in the top of the ninth, and then the Astros scored 7 runs in the top of the ninth to win 9-2. Home runs by Bregman and Altuve. So they won. So they're up. It's 2 games, 2-2. Then in the decided game 3 and game 5, the Astros decided to still go 9-1. Now, Chris Sale for the Boston Red Sox did not have it. I was hoping he would have it. He didn't have it, but either did the Boston offense. They only had 3 hits this game, so they go down 9-1. So they're down 3 games to 2, and I guess they just ran out of steam. That and Garcia pitched a heck of a game for the Astros. Eovaldi was, I guess, just tired. Pitched a lot of innings in this game. He pitched 3 games in this game. He had over almost a 7-point ERA, 6.97, and the Astros win in dominant fashion, 5-0, only allowing 2 hits for the Red Sox. So, fortunately, the Houston Astros will go on to the World Series to play the Atlanta Braves. Yes, I'm a Dodger fan. It was heartbreaking to watch. Uh, let's see. Dodgers gave away the first two games of the series. They should be easily up 2-0. Then their bats came up. Boom. They score 6-5. They win. I don't know what their bats went away again for game. I take that. Yes. So in game 4, their bats went away. After having 17 hits or winning 6-5 after like 10, 15 hits. They lose 9-2. Urias gassed again. Pitching again. Did not have it. However, the Dodgers come back in a great fashion. Winning 11-2 on 11-2 in game 5 with 17 hits, bunch of home runs. So that's what happened in game 5. But fortunately, after game 5, Dodgers game 6, and this is where I was like, okay, we won game 5. We'll have game 6 will be Scherzer and Buehler. Scherzer punked out. Let's face it. My arm is sore. I got sore fatigue. Whatever. Talked to a couple of Detroit Tiger fans. That's what happened. That's what he did to them. So, Walker Buehler pitched on a short 3 days rest. Took the ball. Congratulations, you take the ball. I'm happy for you taking the ball. However, wasn't enough as the Braves beat the Dodgers 4-2 and will be playing the Houston Astros. So we have Houston Astros versus the Atlanta Braves. Game 1, Tuesday night. I'll be right back with a preview of the series. Alright, I'm back. And guess what? I switch hats. That's right. Let's go Braves. Yep. I have Brave hat because along with the whole entire baseball system, are not going to root for the Houston Astros. Anyone outside of Houston will not be rooting for the Houston Astros. If you're not a Houston Astros fan, everybody else is going. It's America versus the Houston Astros, basically much. Because this team never got in trouble. This team never got suspended. Players never got suspended. The coach did. Big deal. He got kicked out. The general manager kicked out. Big deal. But the players that did the crime or benefited from the crime didn't get one lick of suspension. And this is on the commissioner, Rob Manfred. This team should be in bottom dwellers because of what happened. No one's talking about the White Sox, the Black Sox that gambled costs and through the series. They've been gone for baseball. Pete Rose gambled. So you're telling me gambling is worse than players using technology to steal signs from an opposing team. Players benefit from that. It's just outrage for the Houston Astros to be back in the World Series 4 years removed from when they blatantly got caught cheating. And don't get me wrong, I wish the Dodgers weren't put together by duct tape to the fact that they lost Muncy and Kershaw, and and then they end up losing Turner. Bellinger finally got to succeed, but he ran out of games. The bullpen was overworked. Buehler did all he could. Max Scherzer, arm fatigue, I guess. Julio Urias, pitching decisions, duct tape, gorilla glue, whatever, try to hold that Dodgers team. I'm glad that part of me is, hey, I don't know if we would have beat the Astros, but the Astros should not be even in the playoffs, in the World Series, because that team should have got suspended. Those players should have got kicked out or lost a season or something, to the fact that they shouldn't have been allowed because they blatantly cheated. Trash cans and cameras alike. And I know Astro fans are probably saying, it's been a couple years now, give it a rest. No, because you never got punished. If you got punished, I give it a rest. But I'm not. But however, here we go. We're going to have it. It's going to be game 1. Atlanta Braves. So I'm rocking the Atlanta Brave hat now. Only because, hey, look. Atlanta Braves played spring training in Central Florida. They used to be, right now, I used to work for the spring training games for the Atlanta Braves. So I got the hat. I'm a hat collector. I never thought I'd be wearing it though on this show. Well, I am. They're gonna have Charlie Morton, and he's gonna be taking on Valdez from the Astros in Houston. Look, the Braves are on a roll. They won 88 games. I wasn't even quite sure if they had the lowest record of all division winners, and they're in the World Series. Is it destiny? Is it their time? Are they pushing all the right buttons? They don't have two of their stars in Acuna Jr. or Osuna. Freddie Freeman was 0 for 8 in the first 2 games, and they weren't quite sure what was going on. But Mastic came in, boom, 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 blew out one of the best 3 hitters in the playoffs to keep them in it. Their bullpen's been pitching great. The starters have been pitching really good. And Eddie Rosario, MVP of the NLCS, put that team on his back, and they're off. The Braves and the Astros, World Series, Game 1. I like, in this series, it's going to be weird because who do I like? Who do I, you ask? Well, who do I like or who do I want to win? The Houston Astros and the Atlanta Braves did not, I'm checking right now, did not meet during the season. So I have no head-to-head with them. I would love to see the Atlanta Braves win the World Series. However, I don't think they will win the World Series. I think Houston will win the World Series. They just have the hitting. But at the same time, if the Braves can do what we call situational hitting and moving those runners in, moving them over, getting them in, and capitalize, they might. But I am picking the Houston Astros to win the World Series. I hate to say it. I think the Houston Astros win this World Series in 5 games. Okay, I'll give 6. 6 games. I would say 6 games. However, I want the Braves to win. And if the Braves will win, they're going to have to win in 7, which will be in Houston. We'll have to hear that choo choo chooing again. It's going to suck. I really hope the Braves answer the bell, and I really hope I'm wrong. But we'll see. Let's go Atlanta. But that's what my heart wants. I want Atlanta to win with Eddie Rosario World Series MVP. However, I believe it's going to be Correa the World Series MVP and Houston in 6. Should be a fun series though. Looking forward to it. So that's going to be it for the World Series preview for There Goes the No Hitter. Thank you for listening, watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Follow us everywhere. Sports Daddy TV, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat. We're everywhere. Once again, thanks for listening. Been a great season of There Goes the No Hitter. We'll be back talking free agency. Maybe a couple breakdown some of this World Series game when the World Series games are over. Other than that, talk to you guys later. Have a good one.